Hello everyone, welcome to English Shorthand classes. Exercise 26. Get ready for the dictation. Start. The Land Council would submit that the amendment in question is not based on economic condition which is multidimensional but on financial incapacity which is transient in nature, rewarding poor financial behaviors and is therefore not a reliable criterion for giving reservation. There are two wings of reservation, social and educational backwardness, which cover the people who are economically weaker but not those who are financially incapable. Economic weakness goes hand in hand with social and educational backwardness. AWS is individual centric in contrast to Article 38 within bracket 2 of the Constitution, which talks about intergroup inequalities. Thus, the Land Council has submitted that the 103rd Amendment deserves to be set aside, being violative of the principle of equality, which is the basic structure of the Constitution. The Land Senior Council, elucidating on the twin objectives of Equality Code enshrined under Articles 14 to 17 of the Constitution as to the formal equality and substantive equality, has submitted that these provisions are to ensure that those sections of society who have been kept out of any meaningful opportunity participation in public life and decision making on the grounds enumerated under Article 15 within bracket 1 be uplifted through positive discrimination, giving flesh and blood to the Equality Code and essentially enabling the substantive equality. Emphasizing on the efficiency in services as under Article 335, she would submit that the positive discrimination has to be read along with other guardrails provided by the Constitution, ensuring identification of the protected group by constitutionally sanctioned bodies. The absence of these guardrails and safeguards in the newly created class of EWS through the amendment in question strikes at the core of the Equality Code, violative the basic structure of Constitution. Stressing further on the argument of social and educational backwardness and inadequacy in representation being the bedrock for grant of reservations, the Land Council has submitted that the communities whom the amendment in question aims to protect are duly represented in all walks of life and hence even from the angle of adequacy in representation they are not eligible to avail benefit of reservation under Articles 15 and 16. She has placed reliance on decisions of this court to submit that it is social and educational backwardness and not social or educational backwardness that is to be considered by the legislature to grant the benefit of reservation. Moving on, and while relying on the decisions of this court in Indra Swane case, the Land Council has submitted that the purpose of reservation was to enable the backward classes to have a level playing field with the forward class so that they can participate in public life with them on an equal basis. Also, this code has held that no one criterion, such as caste, could be the sole basis for grant of reservation. In the amendment in question, the economic criterion is the sole basis for grant of reservation without considering the concept of representation, and this prescription is not only against the judicial pronouncements but also against the preambular vision of casteless society, hitting the basic structure of the Constitution. The Land Council has further contended that for classes that are socially and educationally backward, there are constitutionally devised commissions and guardrails to ensure that the benefits are extended only to the deserving sections who are actually socially and educationally backward, but the amendment in question is bereft of any such guardrails or safeguards. The amendment is limited to those classes that are neither identifiable nor have any constitutionally devised mechanism for their identification. The Land Council would further submit that economic status is transient in nature and would keep on changing, unlike the status of backwardness, which is based on age old caste practices and operations that are immutable. The newly protected class under the amendment in question lacks historic and continuing lack of adequate representation caused by structural or institutional barriers so as to be eligible for positive discrimination. Further, the reservation is intended to be operative only until there is inadequacy in representation of those classes and not in perpetuity. However, the present amendment prescribes essentially no end to reservation, as there would always be people poorer than others. Since the need for reservation has been delinked from inadequacy of representation and the need to show backwardness, there is no natural guardrail or end point to reservations connected with poverty. This constitutes a clear violation of the Equality Code and of the basic structure of the Constitution. In the alternative, the Land Council has argued that even if this court were to accept poverty and income as valid criteria for the grant of reservation, then too the amendment to the extent of other than the class mentioned in clause 4 should be severed from articles 15 within bracket 6 and 16 so as to include the poor of all classes without any exclusion or discrimination. Land Senior Council has relied extensively on the Constituent Assembly debates to contend that the Assembly was of the clear opinion that the word backward should precede class of people. Stop.